Hi everyone, my name is Nidhyasan Ravichandran and today I am going to walk through the presentation about the product and example or PNG and the global change in our customers or good industries. This presentation is part of our modules of the Global Business Environmental Evaluation and Dynamics and the model code is 7042 SSL. And we were looking about how PNGs operates in globally, what strategies it used and how it deal with the challenges in the international market. These are our teammates like Raghavan Murugesan, Sanjay Krishnasamy, and Prabhakaran Selvan. And this is our table of content what we are covering. So we have the quick overview what we will be covering. We will be start about brief about company overview and globalization strategy, product and example timeline, internalization drives, entry models used, international value chain, financial performance and global growth, past challenges, current challenges, risk mitigation operation and risk mitigation sustainability, strategic model used, and finally conclusions. This is the company's overview and let being the companies itself. The PNG was back in 1837 in the USA. Today is a massive multinational company operating all over the world and it operates 70 plus countries and 65 plus branches in major than Tide, Pampers, Gillette and so on. They serve family nearly 5 million consumers every day, focusing mainly on products, healthcare, hygiene, and home care. So we are talking about the items people using on a daily basis. This is the company overview and the globalization strategy. Now, let's talk about this. We want the globalization strategy. The PNGs follow what are the calls traditional strategies, which means they try to balance the global efficiency with the local responsibilities. And also their R&D is cancelled so they save cost efficiency and a strong research based of the marketing analysis. It's highly located. They where the product instead globally considered but still feel relevant in each country. For example, what works in India might not works in Europe, so they adapt in accordability. This is the mainly focus on the global strategy in R&D sectors. And this is the product and gameplay timeline. This timeline shows the PNG's journeys, including a key events like acquisitions of Gillette in 2005 that deals help in the expand massive in the main grooming sectors. Although it come with an own challenges, which I will touch on later. It is an international level. We want to the international. So what pushed them to the global? They have several reasons like first they wanted to reduce their market risk by not depending only on the one region. Second, they were growing the demand from the entire markets. Third, they couldn't take advantage of cost effectiveness location for their manufacturing sectors. Also, targeting the risk middle class global and marketing strategy. Investments in abroad, especially through the acquisition and foreign direct investment, helped to drive growth. This is the major advantages of internationalization drives, and they are focusing on the middle class and also in high class families. It will help me to the marketing strategies. And the next slide, Raghavan can be explained.
And coming to the entry modes of PNG, they use several techniques to enter markets. They didn't approach on single approach. They use different strategies such as wholly owned subsidiaries, joint ventures, and licensing, depending on what suited on the country they were entering. This flexibility made it easier for them to handle different regulation market conditions. And coming to the international value chain, looking at the global chain value, they keep R&D in US and Europe. Manufactures happens in regions that are most cost efficient and they source globally to cost low. Marketing is adapted locally and their supply chain is tech driven and digitalized for better efficiency. And coming to the financial performance terms of PNG, they are doing well. In 2024, they made around 84 billion in revenue. 84 billion in revenue About 40% of its come from emerging markets, show how important globalization is for them. They see strong growth in beauty and healthcare, and they have managed to stay resilient even when the global economy took hits. Next slides, my friend Sanjay will be explaining.
Hi, I am now going to tell about what are the first challenges that are faced by PNG. Coming to the first challenges that are faced by PNG, now no companies grows without hitting some bumps. In the past, PNG cultural issues, especially in their advertising, some company didn't translate well across culture because they provide same advertisement all over the countries which are not familiar with their culture. Different country has different culture which are not familiar with their own culture or society. They also had supply chain problem in Africa, struggled with local competition and faced regulatory challenge. And the one more major example was after acquiring Gillette. They faced cultural clash between the two companies, product overlap, and even management shakeups, which took a while to start all that out. And also, there is a real-time example for which the past challenge that faced by PNG company. In 2000, PNG encountered one of the general challenges caused by the integration of Gillette, as I mentioned in the earlier. And now I am going to tell what the current challenges that faced by PNG. Right now, they are dealing with new challenges. Inflation has pushed up cost, especially for things like palm oil and banking. Regulatory pressure is increasing, especially around sustainability. To the current challenges that are faced by PNG. Right now, they are dealing with new challenges like inflation has pushed up cost, especially for things like palm oil and packing. And also the regulatory pressure in increasing, especially around sustainability. And also there is an issue of counterfeit product in some developing country. And the data privacy law like GDPR are making it harder for them to do personalized marketing. These are the current challenges that are faced by PNG. And coming to the mitigation and operation challenges like that PNG facing like diversifies global supplies and sourcing, and also they are manufacturing locally to avoid tariff, using real-time data for supply chain visibility, and also they are automating logistics and making sure their system are compliant with the regulation. And there is a real-time example for this managing operational risk like PNG reduce risk by spreading out where it get materials and also producing goods locally to avoid tariff. Real-time data helps them to manage inventory smoothly, and automation improves efficiency, and strong system ensure they follow regulation. This proactive approach keep operations stable and even during crises like a pandemic and or in the political conflicts. These are the real-time example for PNG in managing the mitigation operation. And the remaining slide will be continued by my friend Prabhakaran.
Right, we can see about the remaining slides. How they manage the substantiability risk on the substantiability front. They set a bold goal of becoming carbon neutral by 2040. They have already switched to 100% renewable electricity in regions like that USA, Canada, and West Europe. They have also created recyclable packaging like the beach plastic, shampoo bottles made from the ocean's plastic. Plus, they are working with the NGOs like that WWF to promote the sustainable sourcing. Their 2023 ESG report shows they are being transparent and equitable in their sustainability goals. And next we see about the statistics models used from a theoretical point of the view. PNGS statistics aligns with some well-known business models. The Uppsala models where expenses happens in stages. The network approaches buildings, partnerships, areas, borders. They bond the global theory, especially in the fast growth markets. And we see about the Porter's diamonds, which explains how they have built a strong competitive advancing in the US. And finally, we see about that and of the courses, the transnational statistics that explains their global local balance. And finally, we see about the conclusions. To sum of it, PNGS global success comes from a solid mix of innovations, locations, and risk management. They understand their markets, adapt them quickly, and take sustainability seriously. They are a great examples of how multinational enterprises can thrive by being both efficient and socially responsible. And finally, so these are the references here. The reference we are used to, including for the academic sources and company reports to support our research. Thank you, everyone.